All right, guys, what's up? It's your boy Brad coming at you on this lovely Sunday morning in July, early July. I don't know the exact date, but I didn't want to leave you guys for too long without another bike check. And this one right here is for sale. I just built this one up. It's I used a Matt Nordstrom from the 2018 Matt Nordstrom Fit Complete back when they were doing the complete bikes for fit, and BMX was booming, and that no longer is happening. So you're not going to see these too often. I threw one of the fit decals on it, but yeah, I'll get into this in a minute. But I did want to go over this as a complete. This bike sold for right around $600. It had. This is a full chromoly frame. The only difference in this frame is that I believe it's not heat treated, so it is a very strong frame. However, everything else on it, I applied custom, and I'm selling it for $695. So that is $95 more than the retail price, and everything on it is officially aftermarket parts here. So I'm going to get into this, and yeah, things in the shop. Gonna need your guys' support. If you guys need a new BMX product or you need anything, hit me up. Let me know. Yeah, I know it's a rough time right now. Not a lot of people have money, but you'll always get some free stuff when you order from me. And with every $75 you spend, get a chance to win the free bike, which shout out to my boy Tyler in Georgia, who just sent a sweet Odyssey seat for it. And I have a couple new parts I'll show you guys right before the video ends for the giveaway. I think right now we're at about 45 entries. So like I said, once we get to that 100 entry point, going to be giving away that fit shortcut. So for now, let me get into this, try to get this done as quick as possible so I can get it uploaded to you guys. Aside from that, any shop business that you guys might be wondering about, when a man breaks his word to me, that pretty much that person loses all value. I don't see any value in keeping someone in my life once they tell you something that's like not true or they break their word to you. And I find that really important. I think that's important for us as men. And I don't like to get into it more than that. I think everybody has problems when it comes to buying and trading and stuff. Sometimes you just imagine something and it doesn't come exactly the way you want it. You can sit and pout about it. You can go post on the internet and I don't know what kind of satisfaction you're going to get out of making somebody else look bad, or you can reach out to them properly. And when I say properly, I don't mean reach out to them and explain your case and tell them why they screwed you over because you screwed them over. No. You come to them as a man, hey, what is the problem? How can we make this right? I shouldn't have lied to you. Period. That's it. When you tell someone you're selling them something and you tell them the description of it and there's something false in that description, that's a lie. If I tell you this frame was powder coated, and it was powder coated in Taiwan by whoever makes the fit completes, it's powder coated. If it was spray painted over top of the powder coat, I would say, hey, I had a friend spray paint it. I wouldn't say, hey, I had a friend powder coat it. There's a large difference between the two. Powder coating costs, you guys know the price. A pair of grips and some bearings, maybe $40. Nothing close to powder coating. So that's all I have to say about that for now. I'm going to get right into this. And if you guys have any issues with that, you can hit me up in the comments or somewhere else, but that's all I got to say. We got some Brock grips, beautiful black and clear swirl, Odyssey par ends on the side of these beautiful uppercut handlebars. These are a 9-inch rise bar with an 11-degree back sweep, 2-degree up sweep, very kind of like a basic bar. It's very lightweight. They're 27.5 width, which is pretty short. And I tried to build this to something that I thought Matt Nordstrom would ride, being that it's a 20.25 frame. This is perfect for any of the shorter riders or smaller guys coming up from an 18-inch bike and they would find this thing, it's super lightweight, even though even with the slightly heavier frame, it's still under 25 pounds, and it's just fun to whip around. We have a Brock Rayford V2 stem on here by Odyssey. This thing is 50 millimeters reach, 33 millimeter rise, and didn't have a Nord stem to throw on there for you guys, but I figured this would make the bike a little bit more stable than Matt's bikes because those things are supremely twitchy, and I will get into the frame geometry in a minute. Short headset cap. This is an Eastern cap with a headset because these forks are not cut. These are the McNeil Blazer V2 forks, and these are one of, if not the lightest set of forks that I believe were out. I was talking to one of the guys at Stash BMX, which is located in Taiwan, and I asked him about the forks, and he said they were real popular in Japan for a while for trail riding because they like to have their front ends really low, and they're just really lightweight. So yeah, wouldn't recommend this build for someone probably over 200 pounds, to be honest. I'm going to flip it around here. You guys can see some of the decals, but kind of want to leave this side a little clean just in case you're a fan of a black bike. You can put any decals on it you'd like. Moving on to the seat and post. One of my favorite seat and post. It's a tripod. If you don't like a tripod, probably switch it out, get you a pivotal and a different seat, but I don't know why you'd want one. This is probably in my opinion, this is the coolest seat that I've found made. I like that it's a little smaller. It's the Fit Cafe seat, and tripod seats are usually lighter depending on the length of the tripod post. Odyssey post, the seat has that little emblem there, and as it gets worn in, it looks kind of cool. I think I put some Armor All on it, and just has that kind of motorcycle look to it that I like. Next, let's moving on. We'll do the drivetrain. Right now I have on a set of the Primo Turbo pedals, very lightweight pedal with a large platform that you use an Allen key to screw in from the back end of the pedal boss. And as you can see, there's no gap right here between the crank arm and the pedal. Very similar to the E-Claw centric pedals also. These are definitely lighter weight, and these have knurling and a bit of a wider platform. However, the E-Claws seem to be a little bit more durable than these pedals are. But I like these because I'm not doing anything crazy, to be honest. And for anyone that's getting this size bike, which you can throw brakes on also, probably these pedals should do the trick, at least to start. So yeah, throw a new set of those on, as well as a new set of, well, not absolutely new. I had these on a build before, and I did throw on a different style of bolt. These are the Eastern 48 spline throttle cranks in 170 millimeters. They're a lightweight 3-piece crank. Does not have any cinch bolts, unlike the cranks that come with the frame. Terrible. These are also aftermarket. 19 millimeter spindle, and the sprocket is a Fit just key sprocket. They have a key guard sprocket also, but this is just the key sprocket. 7075 aluminum, so it's pretty durable. Shout out to BMX Whisperer for hooking up this sweet sprocket. I think it makes just the all black bike look pretty cool. Let's see. And let's get into the chain. All right, here we have a Shadow half ink interlock V2 in black. So, I mean, you're getting top of the line parts here with this bike. And as you see this going back, you can see that little bit of slack as I placed a E-Claw Cortex Freecoaster in the rear. I just finished fixing it all up yesterday, running so smooth today. Tighten up the spokes a little bit and threw grease inside the whole you know, changed the bearings and everything in the Freecoaster. So, I mean, it really runs smooth now. Just, it's like amazing. So yeah, definitely got fully refurbished Freecoaster that's really hardly been used at all. I was the one that owned this Freecoaster, laced to a pretty sturdy Weinman rim in the rear. And I chose this rim because it's a little bit thinner, not too thin, but I believe if you'd like to have a set of brakes thrown on here, we can do that with some brake mounts. And the front tire, the front wheel, we have an OG Primo. This is just one of the original OG male Primo Pro hubs laced to a VSXL pinned rim with the dual hub guards on it and some aluminum caps in the front and back with aluminum washers. And the tires are the Fit FAF tires. Another shout out to Tyler for sending these. These things are brand new as well. So only took this out for a little test ride. It felt really good. Wasn't quite as twitchy as the Shortcut. I'm going to go over the geometry on this right now. It has the 20.25 top tube. It has a 75.5 degree head tube, which means the head tube is a little bit steeper. It's about a 4.5-inch head tube height. This is a 71 degree seat tube angle, which is pretty average. 11.8 bottom bracket height, which is a little taller of a bottom bracket height. And one of the features, is it 11.8? Let me check the bottom bracket again. Yep, 11.8. And the chainstay is 13.11 inches. I have a feeling that 0.11 has to do with maybe possibly using a full length chain and it just fitting perfectly. But when it comes to a street frame, that chainstay length is amazing. 13.11. This is very similar to the Benny Lewis frame that I like to ride a lot. The difference in the Benny Lewis frame is that it has a 69 degrees seat tube angle, which means that the seat tube angle goes backwards a little bit. So the 20-inch top tube on the Benny feels a little bit more like a 20.25 because that seat tube angle is leaned back a little bit and it brings the seat back as it goes up. So yeah, guys, right now got this thing on sale here at the shop for $695. And yeah, you could add these parts up and just say the frame was free and it still probably cost more than that. So hit me up, let me know if you're interested. Thing's great for pump tracks. If you want to do a cassette, that as well. And got a lot of frames, a lot of pre-owned frames, got some new frames in the shop. If you're looking for anything specific, just DM me. I'll send you my info. Text me. Happy to chat with you. Answer any questions you have about building a bike or, what size you might need, what style or what kind of riding you're doing. I'm happy to talk about all that stuff. I appreciate all you guys that leave comments. Keeps me going. Really appreciate it because I'll tell you what, it's not easy to run a bike shop. I'm not a hot girl. I can't just go put a bikini on and then try to lure you into my OnlyFans site that all you guys support. And man, BMX is rough, dude, because there's not a lot of Brant Moores out there. I love Brant. You're not going to find someone that riders are a little more reclusive to their riding. They take it very seriously and they're not as outgoing as the average athlete would be. So that's why you don't find a lot of Brant Moores. I listened to Brant almost explain for, I'm going to say like 20 minutes why, it was okay for him to get a dance comp sponsorship. Like, shout out Brant, dude. Like, do your thing, man. If you can make money in this industry, do it because, and if your homies can't be proud of you for that and are going to hate on you for taking dance comp as a sponsorship, that's on them, man, because you're doing what you want to do. And believe me, if the coin were flipped, they would do the same thing. Same thing with chicks. They were hot, they'd probably be on OnlyFans making whatever money a month times 10 whatever I'm making here at a bike shop. And you know, there's just, you got people out there that are like secret haters. They will not support you behind your back, but support you and say, oh, it's great what you're doing, da 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 da. Then when it comes time to order a part, hey, I ordered from here and here and I got this and that. And it's like, all right, bro, like, I got a struggling bike shop. Why wouldn't you order from me? Of course, I'm not going to say that, but it's just the way society is right now. People kind of cheer for you on the way up. Then once you're about to get there, they kind of like fear, oh shit, you know, like my friends or whatever, they might succeed and do better than me. God forbid. So let's sabotage. But that's not everybody, I hope. And I'm in this because I enjoy it. I like looking at BMX parts and I like talking to you guys, shooting the shit about BMX. And like I said, hopefully get some guests on here soon. And definitely going to do a couple more videos. Hopefully tomorrow, going to talk about why, if you're having a hard time, you know, like getting out and riding, what is causing you to have a hard time to get out and ride. So if you guys are thinking like, okay, well, I have this problem, my girl, this problem, that problem, let me know in the comments. And I guarantee I will give you guys a video that has 100 reasons why, not 100, not going to give you 100. Plenty of reasons why. BMX as a hobby, if you're married or you have a girlfriend and she's maybe not a fan of you liking BMX or its kids bike, there's a lot worse hobbies that are out there, man. She looks up your browsing history and sees BMX and stuff. She should be thanking her lucky stars. There's not some other crazy stuff on there like the hobbies of most people. So yeah, when it comes to BMX, healthy, keeps you in shape, man. Time away is a good time, you know what I mean? Especially when it involves exercise. If you're not stuck in the gym suffering, you're doing something you enjoy, and believe me, riding a BMX bike is hard. So yeah, gonna go into that a little bit. And now I'm show you this guy up close and show you some of the updates on the giveaway bike, the Shortcut. This one's going to go to some lucky winner. Shout out to Tyler. Thank you for the seat. Added a set of chrome fit bars. Told you guys, if we're going to do anything, it's going to be an increase. We did a Cinema Sprocket. Changed to some R25 Odyssey forks. And that's all I'm going to show you guys for now on that one. Over here. Brock stem. These are those super lightweight forks. Just threw a new bottom bracket in there. Nice hub guards on here. Kept some of the old Nordy graphics. There she is. All right, guys. Hope you guys had a happy 4th of July. Stay cool. Peace.